Vice President Yemi Osinbajo last Friday admitted that the present governance structure is expensive and unsustainable. He disclosed this while fielding questions by the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria and immediate past emir of Kano, Muhammad Sanusi, during a webinar organized by the Emmanuel Chapel entitled Economic Stability Beyond COVID-19. Osinbajo added that Nigeria needed a national debate to examine the issues around the size and cost of governance. He, however, admitted that it could be difficult for the government to do something about its costs by itself, but that it is something that must be done. Osinbajo said, "There is no question that we are dealing with large and expensive government, but as you know, given the current constitutional structure, those who would have to vote to reduce the size of government, especially to become part-time legislators, are the very legislators themselves. So you can imagine that we may not get very much traction if they are asked to vote themselves, as it were, out of their current relatively decent circumstances." The vice president's statement reignites the call for an honest review of how the country is conducting its affairs. There's perhaps nothing more to add except to state that no other person, body or institution is better placed to initiate action towards ensuring that Nigeria and its citizens live within their means than the presidency. It is hypocritical to point fingers elsewhere. Did the ruling All Progressives Congress APC not promise change in every ramification of the world? What manner of sacrifices have been made beyond taking symbolic pay cuts? Indeed, speaking of national debate, why has the APC refused to look into the merits of some decisions reached at the last constitutional conference? Or why has the presidency refused to initiate another if its considered outcomes of the previous conference not far-reaching? More importantly, should the point not be made that what confronts the country in the immediate is not how to share resources or save costs, but how to allow federating units to explore their natural resources and run a competitive economy? The vice president, if not being dodgy, why do well we do well to explain what has become of the recommendations of the El-Rufai Committee on Restructuring. Good. Having a total reorganization of the governance system remains the sure way to see this come to fruition. The ball is in the presidency court. President Muhammadu Buhari is obviously fed up with the inability of his security chiefs or to tackle the horrible security situation in Nigeria, especially in the north. Nigeria, during a security meeting with the heads of security agencies, including the Inspector General of Police, Muhammadu Adamu, last Thursday in the State House, the president sternly warned that he would no longer tolerate further worsening security conditions in the country. Expressing his dissatisfaction, he told them pointedly that their best was not enough. The rising wave of killings, kidnapping, wanton destruction of property, occasioned by the never-ending banditry and terrorism in several states in the north, are no longer worrisome but overly embarrassing. On June 10, reports went viral that Boko insurgents killed at least 81 people in an attack at Foduma, Kolondi community of Borno State. Also on May 28, news filtered in that bandits had killed over 70 people in Sabumbeni, local government area of Sokoto State. And this is as Southern Kaduna, Plateau, Niger, Zamfara, Benue, and Niger State are now breeding nests of insecurity. Call on Mr. President to act more decisively have become very rife. It is either he has deliberately refused to lend a listening ear, or that he is convinced that the country's security chiefs have more than acquitted themselves. Either way, the facts on ground clearly suggest that Nigeria is facing one its worst internal security challenges ever. Perhaps the president needs to be reminded that provision of security was and is still is a cardinal pursuit of his administration. As it stands, a striking point is that the people in his home state of Katsina have grown weary of his ability to handle the security problems bedeviling them and other states. This weariness became an item of national discussion on June 9 when protesters in Yantumaki town, Damusa local government area of his state, Katsina, burnt down a billboard bearing the picture of the president and logo of the All Progressives Congress (APC) while protesting against the insecurity. It should be clear at the moment that the solution to Nigeria's ravaging security challenges lie not in mere rebuke of the security chiefs but a radical rejig of its security architecture to help breathe life into their operations. It will seem at present that the country's service chiefs are only enjoying a golden handshake. The security challenges in the country are giving President Muhammadu Buhari the jumps. These are seen him reminding Nigerians that the nation's armed forces are capable of arresting the security gaps created by the growing banditry and terrorism in northern Nigeria. The president issued this reminder in a statement by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, last Tuesday. Nigeria's military has displayed its capabilities in the past and will show it again by dealing with current challenges he assured. Buhari also disclosed that he had approved a joint military and police operation specifically targeted at combing Niger, Kaduna, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Katsina State to rid the areas of bandits. He promised that Operation Accord, which was launched 3 weeks ago to tackle banditry in the state, will be enhanced with more surveillance. While it is proper to commend the president for lifting the spirits of Nigerians with this assurance, one cannot be retreat one cannot but retreat the call of many for a more radical response and need to reassess the contribution of the current set of service chiefs go in the face of poor performance. It is acknowledged that the military is understaffed, underfunded, under-equipped, and spread thin by the number of engagements they are currently involved in all over the country. However, the president, as the commander-in-chief, must realize that the buck stops on his table. It is not for him to find justification for the many slips, but to exercise viable initiatives to contain the burgeoning security crisis. Enough of the assurances. Countries do not elect leaders for decorative essence, but to ensure that peace and meaningful development takes place. Peaceful and development, peaceful and meaningful development takes place. The same talk every now and then. The same talk every now and then. You know, we have talked about this issue of the cost of governance before now. We've overflogged it. But the question now is that, you know, the way it is now, nobody is taking responsibility. Nobody is ready to do anything. As it is now, they've carefully tried to exonerate themselves, whether from the lawmaker angle or the executives. They've carefully said it is not their decision. So that is how we are going to be rolling. The issue of security, people have talked over and over again. The reason why they are not doing much, we don't know. Now they are talking about money, 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 and they have been spending money on this issue of security. What happened? What has come out of it? Nothing. They will call Baba Yabo. Where is the money? Where is the light? The same Buhari. Now, where is the security that we are looking for, and where is the money that they have been spending over and over again for the same thing, and yet no results? And someone says, Osinbajo, come out from your hiding if you are alive. Nigeria is dead. You that see good and call it bad. Osinbajo, you leave terrorists, Miyeti Allah, Esme, and label IPOP terrorists. You never see anything yet. The material used in building the nation of Niger has expired. Now the foundation is shaking. what needs to be done? To me, return the same foundation and do the corrections, otherwise total collapse. There's nothing like security situation other than agenda to Islamize Nigeria forcefully by jihadists with government cover. We are begging the international community to disband Nigeria now through referendum and save souls. Okay. Oh my goodness. So guys, let's hear your let's hear your own take. This is really funny. Let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.